please click on like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you for your great time and effort. Hello people, welcome to the channel. Today my topic is a basketball topic. I want to talk about the legendary, the great, the fabulous Scottie Pippen. If you all know, recently Scottie Pippen has been calling Michael Jordan everything under the sun. Now, from what I heard, we know Michael Jordan got an ego from playing that silly basketball game. Michael Jordan and other athletes take big pleasure and great pride in playing a child's game. Technically, universally, from the view of the earth, what's more important, people? Teaching math or dribbling an orange-colored ball? But we know the answer from a universal and societal point of view. Which one is more important? But hey, if you got 20,000 fans screaming at you in an arena, we know who's gonna win most of the time in the public eye. But technically, we know which one is more important. So, they have a big attitude for that. But anyway, that's not my topic about Michael Jordan and his ego problems. It's about Scottie Pippen. Here's the subject of this. Scottie Pippen, he did have the chance to separate himself from Michael Jordan. James Worthy didn't have that much of a chance to separate himself from Magic Johnson. Kevin McHale or Robert Parish didn't have much chance to separate themselves from, in the case of McHale and Parish, from Larry Bird. Yes, they probably won championships with other teams, but by then they was severe level role players. So they was not no dominant force when they won the other championships. I know McHale was with the Bulls in the 1990s, and he won a championship with them, but he was not no starting center. So he was not a top level player. When Scottie Pippen went to Portland, he was still a top level player. That's why he went to Portland. He was such a top level player that he took Portland to the Western Conference Finals. See, for instance, James Worthy, if he played for another team, or even if he stayed for the Lakers when Magic retired, he never took a team to another championship level. Nor did McHale, nor did Parish, or many other secondary men on the team take other teams to deep championship or deep playoff berth like Pippen. If I'm wrong, let me know. But I'm just going by recent NBA history. I wasn't alive in the 50s. And I was not alive I was not around basically in the 60s. Or in the 70s, I was just a little kid. So it didn't matter much then. But anyway, this is how Scottie Pippen could have separated himself from Michael Jordan if he had won another ring. And he had the chance. From my research, people, I learned that Scottie Pippen and the Blazers took the Los Angeles Lakers, I believe in the 1999-2000 season. He took them to the Western Conference Final, to a Game 7. And here's the big part. In the fourth quarter, from what I heard or what I read, the team Portland had a 15-point lead. Now, unlike today, a 15-point lead can easily be evaporated with a barrage of three-pointers. But in 1999 and 2000, yes, the three-pointer was used, but they definitely wasn't as many three-pointers shot then as they are now. There definitely was not as many three-point specialists in 1999 or 2000 as they are now. But Scottie Pippen didn't have what Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, and many other great players had. He did not have the ability to crush the opponents. For instance, going back to Jordan, if his team, for the most part, to a high level, to a high degree, to a high probability, had a 15-point lead going into the fourth quarter, they rarely ever let the lead evaporate. Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, and other greats, but I'm just naming, like, in this era, it's like the big three: Bird, Magic, Jordan. So I'm just naming them. But there are other greats too, especially championship level greats. And you know Jordan, Jordan, Magic, and Bird, they are championships great. They at least had 3 NBA titles, so they was great. Those 3 rarely ever let a 15-point lead in a Western Conference final evaporate. Scottie Pippen did not have what it takes because he was one of the main leaders of the Portland Trailblazers. Because I said he still was an elite level player. I did my research. In that game, he had 22 points, 8 steals, and 22 points, 8 assists, and a number of rebounds. And you all know when Scottie Pippen was in his heyday, he was at least a double-point scorer. He made at least over 5 rebounds a game, and he at least, for the most part, attained 6 assists. He was one of those type of players. He was a LeBron James-like player. He was good at points, rebounding, and steals. Portland was leading the Lakers for nearly the whole game. So the 15-point lead didn't just happen all of a sudden. No. Portland had their foot on the Lakers' throat for quarter 1, 2, 3. Then Scottie Pippen, the leader of the team, let the 15-point lead evaporate. And that's how he separated himself from the other 3 greats that I mentioned. He let the team lose. If Scottie Pippen could have been tough, mentally strong, he could have separated himself by Michael Jordan from at least going to another NBA Finals. That would have been huge. Even if he didn't win, they would say Scottie has been in 7 NBA Finals and Jordan has only been in 6. He could have separated himself. Then he would have been thought of. He's thought of highly now, but he would have been taken up to another level with just 1 championship more than Jordan. He could have put himself in an elite class. He would have been in an elite, legendary class. But no, he did not have what it takes. So when Scottie Pippen started making his complaints about Michael Jordan, he need to shut himself up. If he ever hear this, by some means, if he ever hear this comment, he need to shut himself up, stop whining, stop crying, stop getting upset with how he was betrayed in videos. Because if he would have won a 7th championship or would have went to the 7 finals, Michael Jordan couldn't say anything about Scottie Pippen in the video. He would have to have held him up to a higher esteem. And they would have mentioned in that video that Scottie Pippen has done something Jordan has not done. They would say he's been in 7 NBA Finals and possibly he has won his 7th championship. So he need to stop whining and stop complaining and look in the mirror and say, hey, I could have established myself on a higher level by making people realize I just was not Michael Jordan's second in command. I was not just his sidekick. I separated myself by going to 7 finals, and possibly, because if they had went to the finals, Portland, which was a far younger team than the Indiana Pacers, would have had a high chance of winning a championship. But Scottie Pippen he did not get it done. He did not have the mental fortitude. He did not have the mental strength. He did not have the mental tenacity to say, hey, look, we're not going to let the Lakers come up on us. We had them at our heel for 3 quarters. We're going to keep it that way. So if Scottie Pippen does ever hear this video about some meme, he should not be getting on the news. He should not be on social media whining about Michael Jordan doing this, doing that, and doing this and doing that. He need to look in the mirror and say, hey, like I said earlier, unlike McHale, Parrish, Worthy, Byron Scott, and other players, he was the leader of an additional team. He made it to the conference finals, to a game 7, but he didn't have what it takes to win. And I know why he was defeated. He probably was defeated because, sad to say, the Lakers coach was Phil Jackson. And Phil Jackson, as we probably know, knows Scottie Pippen's mentality. He know how to push his buttons. And Scottie Pippen did not know what it take how to push Phil Jackson's button. He did for 3 quarters. He had the Lakers down and Phil Jackson at his feet for 3 quarters. But he couldn't be tough to finish the game off. So tell me all what you all think. If Scottie Pippen had won 7 championships or even have made it to the 7th final, would he have been seen in a whole brand new different light? He definitely would have been one of the 75 top players with no complaints. If he would have made another championship away from Jordan, he would have been one of the top, like the top 10 and there's 75 players left. Now he's less than 30 because he didn't have what it take to win without Jordan. So tell me what you all think about that in my comments, people. Until the next time, peace.